would you be giving me an allowance?
An allowance?
Yeah.
Not likely.
Not like
no. That was one.
Started high.
And we maintain high.
Hey.
We maintain high.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you're doing good. Today we'll be talking about an interesting topic, and it's based off something I've seen, happening a lot recently, and we just wanted to hear your take on it. So basically, I've been seeing a lot in terms of when people comment into blogs and and talk about how maybe complaining about how they are in a relationship and the guy is not providing enough or not doing what they're supposed to do in a relationship. When I say in a relationship, I don't mean marriage. I mean when you're dating. And I'm like, I saw the story the other day and I said we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this because I really want to know what your take is. You watching, maybe because we are a bit out of date, and we have a son that I'm raising.
I'm not out of date too.
we are raising a son or raising a daughter who will be dating very soon. So I'm like,
what are the expectations?
Let us know what is going on. Millennials, you move back. Gen Zs, come forward. So this particular story, let me read it so that it will be like the basis of our discussion. So it says, I'm a single mom with little or no support from my fam or the father of the kids, and there's this guy I'm dating. This guy I'm dating, been dating him for about 4 years, and I'm confused because I'm hardworking, and in all honesty, the man supports me, but the support is not enough. He does not help me pay rent, school fees. He just gives me like 10k, 2k, 50k here and there, and it's so hard for me because I need more. But I can't let him go because he helps me with those little things. But I'm stuck from finding better, and I'm struggling to pay my bills. So guys, let's talk about this. Is this the norm now?
Is it a valid expectation? Is that?
And I think I should ask you from the guy perspective as well.
As in and maybe I have to admit, maybe we are a little out of touch. I don't know.
Out of this.
Truly,
you've heard story.
And again, sometimes these social media people don't even just say it to catch cruise or they actually mean it. But if this person means it, I mean, it's one thing for the guy to support you, but it's another thing for you to have an expectation, and so much that you can even come out to complain about it. I'll give you an example, and this is not an example tied to this necessarily. I remember when we were dating, I just started working. Someone asked me, "Are you single?" And I said yes. And because for me, hold on now. For me, if you're not married, you're single. Even if you're dating, of course I'm dating, but I'm still single. I'm not married technically. I knew we were headed towards marriage, and if you've heard our story, you know our story quite well. But I just kind of still felt you were single.
So in that space, what would have been the correct thing to say? Maybe I'm in a relationship.
I'm in a relationship, yes.
Well, I get your point.
I'm in a relationship, but the person was shocked that, I'm going to tell Funke because they know me. And they knew Funke, everybody knew F and all of that. So we will tell Funke, you said you're single. I said, but I'm saying we are not married yet. That was my own interpretation of being single. And I say that to mean that if you are dating, you're not married. Do not wear the cap of a married man and the responsibility of a married man when you are still dating. There's a reason why you are dating. There are some things you should learn there that if you begin to act as though you're married, you will miss the learning you're supposed to get at the dating stage. Dating is for a purpose. Dating is supposed to be a place where you get to know each other without the pressures of responsibility yet.
And I think it speaks for the other side as well. As the woman, Frank just mentioned now that you shouldn't be carrying the responsibilities of a married man. As the woman too, you shouldn't be doing the things that married women do. I feel like that's entitled because she's giving him things
that married women give.
And that she's now feeling like, okay, if I'm doing all of this,
if I'm treating you like a wife, treat me like a...
Because I'm just
It's and you're absolutely right. It goes both ways. But
yeah.
you see, for a woman who has she has kids, so she has more
and she
than
has
one.
left, so she has even forgotten the father of the
father,
kids.
yes.
So,
And now this man, firstly, I don't want to say something that is not popular, but again, based on the reason why you're a single mom, for guys that are willing to date, you should be clear on what you are getting into and why you want to get into such relationships. But again, as you get into it as a guy during the dating phase, let it be clear. If you guys, so in this part of the world, and I assume it begins to happen in Nigeria as, now, where people have partners and they're like life partners. What that means is that they're forever dating, technically. So they will never be married, and they both agree they will never be married.
Apart from partners, is it cohabiting?
They cohabit, exactly. Yeah. They cohabit. Yeah. So those ones are not even dating. And maybe that's the situation here where they are not dating, they're just cohabiting. And so technically, this is my spouse, and I expect you to support me a bit more.
Common law partners. Like that's what I was trying to say.
Okay. And so if that's the case, then maybe. But my own point is, if it's dating,
just to mention that we did not approve. Continue.
Yeah, but if it's dating, come on, guys. Let's be very clear. And for the ladies, be very clear. Now, did I ever support Funke when we're dating? Yes, I did.
I was going to ask
you that question. Did she ever support
question.
me? Yes, you did.
I was going to ask you that question.
Yes.
That do you, thinking back, as when we were dating, like you said, did you ever feel pressure to do more than you should?
I'm anticipating the story now.
Did you ever feel pressure to impress me, to do more than you
to impress you? Yes.
Okay.
To do more in terms of carry responsibility, no. But there was almost nothing you told me as a burden that I didn't automatically think of, and I think it's a guy thing. Automatically think of, oh, how can I help solve this? Yeah. And I knew Funke put absolutely no expectation on me to do anything. There was no such thing like that. And we've told this story, I think it was in our very first video, how when I got my first salary, I took it cash to Funke and showed her. And she didn't take 1 naira out of it. She didn't expect anything from me. She didn't all of a sudden start making demands because I took my salary.
Somebody there is wondering that if you can just bring a family,
it wasn't a lot. It was not a lot, so don't worry, there's nothing to hide. It could fit into an envelope. They would have paid me cash at the time. But yeah, it was my very first salary. I'll never forget at the time. But I mean, it was.
But it's a funny story that you always tell, and I know you said it on the channel before. I can't remember what video. And you said it jokingly very recently about how for my first birthday when we
started dating,
that you borrowed money to buy me a phone. I'm like, so why did you feel like you had to do that?
So that one wasn't based on an expectation. Well, so two things. We had just started dating in October. Funke's birthday was March of the next year. I felt, again, everybody, our close friends already knew that, oh, Frank and Funke had just started dating. I felt it would have been funny if when you were single, there was no gift. Now you are dating, there's no gift. This man is not irresponsible. But again, we had started working. We were fresh out of university at the time. There was no expectation, but I just felt the need that we had to do something. I had to do something. So at the time, I met my elder sister. She gave me some money, enough to buy a Nokia music phone at the time. I bought cake. I probably sent something else. I think I remember sending something through UPS to Abuja at the time. I can't remember what it was, but it was just something I sent out. But yes. No, the cake was, I gave someone money to buy cake over there, but I sent something from UPS. I think it was the phone I actually sent from here. Yeah, I sent the phone from Lagos to Abuja. Anyway, but for me, it was just about...
that for the borrowing part.
Oh, but if we rewound the hands of time, would I do it again? I think I still would do it again. I think so. Because for me, it was an expression of love. That's what it was. There was absolutely no pressure to do it. It was an expression of love. It was just so that she could know how special she was. And at least you can look back, this birthday versus the last one when I was single or not dating anybody. This is the difference, you know. So that was one.
You started high.
And we maintained high.
But I feel feel like lately,
Yeah.
like I said, this is not the first time I'm reading this kind of story, or maybe when you hear girls talk, they're like, oh, what is he giving? Like expecting maybe even an allowance from somebody they are dating. And I'm just really wondering when we got here and how we got here, and if this is really what is supposed to be like now. Maybe, you know, someone you're dating should actually be challenged, because maybe if they don't do any of those things, it should be an indicator of how
I absolutely think
stingy.
I agree with you. No, but I agree with you. I agree with you. If you're dating a man who every time you tell him every problem, he just says, God be with you. As in, Lord will provide. And you know he can help, but he doesn't help, then there's a problem. It's either he doesn't love you so much, or he doesn't love you that much, or he doesn't joke with his money, and so he's not going to
caring.
he
Not
doesn't
kind.
you know. So that should be an indication for you. So if you're someone, for instance, your love language is gifts, just know that in that marriage you will see love.
You will see love.
So you have to also be careful if it matters a lot to you, and then think beyond yourself, because if it doesn't do it for you, chances are it might not even do it for your children as well.
Ew.
So be very careful who you marry. If you marry a very stingy person, go with your eyes wide open that, okay, this man, no, his money is his money. My money is my money, and I won't expect anything from him. If that works for you, all
But
good.
you mentioned, okay, maybe when you express a burden or you need something, all those situations I agree, but so if we were trying, and I know it's hard to imagine, because we've been married for almost 13 years. Our marriage is about to become a teenager, everybody. Anyways, but try and assume that we were dating right now. Would you be giving me an allowance?
An allowance?
Yeah.
Not likely.
Like
Not like no. No, I won't give you an allowance. Because there's one thing they say, that the hand you use in starting with a woman is the hand you must continue. You cannot start giving allowance and somewhere midway and say, oh, you want to, no. So I would rather once in a while just wow you with something, bam. You know, you said you will shake and reset and this is nice. You know, versus an expectation of this is what you'll be getting every month. Because the month it doesn't come, you started causing problem. You know, so it's better I just once in a while gift, deposit and all of that, and you know, just wow you. And for me, even what's more important, and I'll tell this story. When we were dating, at some point, I think this was 2000, I can't remember what it was. Anyway, but before we got married, Funke needed to buy a car. And she had done a good job of saving up most of the amount of buying the car, but she needed a sizable chunk as well. I think maybe something happened, the price changed, or shipping fee came in and all of that, because she was shipping it in from the US. And we had that conversation. I don't even know if you asked directly, but I remember, because this is funny, because the reason why I remember the amount was because I had just done a job for someone, and the person paid me, and it was that money I just handed over to her.
See what the Lord has done.
You know? And my joy was that her car landed, we were responsible for it, you know? Again, I think there was something about that car too that still caused more friction, but whatever it was, I was happy to do that. It wasn't an expectation she placed on me, but the fact that I knew that she needed help and I could do it at the time, I was more than happy to do it. So that part I think is good, but where you now expect me to be the one bearing your responsibilities, again, even I, as generous as I think I am, I would have an issue with it. I'll have an issue with it, because there's just that something about, okay, am I now your getaway card or your meal ticket?
And she said, I'm hardworking.
As in,
if you're hardworking, go and work.
After all, you were doing it before I came, so just continue doing whatever I can support. And the guy is even supporting actually. But you think what he's supporting with is not enough. I mean, you can't put that burden on anyone. You can't put
so let me ask you another question, and I'm asking because, of course, you're the guy here. If if somebody comes to you and says, "Oh, I'm dating this girl," and her family expects me to also give them stuff or buy things, or she expects me to always buy things for
the family.
Or there's that pressure, what would your advice be?
I would say be mindful of it. Be very careful of it. Especially because that word expectation. There were times, and I don't remember clearly, but I'm sure I got Funke's mom gifts for Mother's Day. even while we were
Dad.
dating. Maybe what was it called? Material or things like that. Or our dad, probably something small for Father's Day and all of that, just to show appreciation. It's a way of honoring them. You should do that. You know, there's a place for that.
Yeah.
But where there is an expectation that, oh, you place my mother on salary, you place my father on salary, my last born, you should be training him in school.
But some people are going through that.
Some people do it, and some people do it without complaint. In
yeah.
fact, some people, the man is the one that says, you know what, I'll do this. And if you're able to, that's fine, do it.
I feel like those kind of people, if you know that that's the person and the person is kind through and through, not the ones that you will they will do those kind of things for, and then tomorrow they're telling you I might not the one that trained all your family, if not because of me. As there's nothing like a woman being a boss. Like, earn your own money, be able to stand on your own. I know that life has placed us in certain situations, different situations, but as much as possible, be independent, be able to carry what, even if the person is not with you anymore, and even as a married woman as well, you know, you will still be able to stand. But although it's also a very thin line, because there's also the place of humility, because that independence sometimes can make a woman heady as well. But also just
no, that's a really good point. And to add to what you just said, I personally believe, and in most of the examples I've seen, there is a level of respect a man gives you when you have a certain degree of independence. You know, if everything in your life is done by the man, you will collect certain things, you know. There are certain things you will collect, you know. But if there's a level of independence, the guy is doing his own, you're doing your own, he will take care of you, he will lavish love on you, because he knows that you still have. So whatever he's giving you is just extra, it's just shakara. You know, there's a level of respect you get. So I think as ladies as well, gone are the days of our parents where the word housewife existed. I mean,
well, people are still
maybe home, for whatever reason, but a lot of people that are even home, whatever, a lot of them are doing social content and stuff, so they're still doing things. Might not necessarily be in an office, but they are still doing busy selling jewelries here and there. You know, I know a lot of people that do that. You know, they are home, they don't have an office, so to say, but they're still making content. Money. Exactly, they're still making money. But I think it's important as couple that both parties are engaged, both parties are busy, and that both parties have mutual understanding of each other's responsibility. Don't give me your responsibility. And we're even talking about marriage here, but while you are dating, it's not the time for me to carry responsibility yet. But
going back to that comment on family, as in what to do for family, some cultural expectations also exist.
Of course.
Like Frank said, as in during when we were dating, he would buy things. Maybe we come in to visit, he would just buy things. Christmas, he would buy a hamper. Same for me as well. I would do the same for his parents. Those things are important. I will not say that because they're now dating, you should not say,
good,
no, because until we are married. No, you have to start showing bits of that, because it still boils down to, are you a kind person? Is the person that I'm with a kind person?
Are you thoughtful as well? You shouldn't even be told to do certain things. Just do it. And I think some of this is cultural. The other thing I'll ask you is, in our own days and in our own time, it was expected that each time we went out to eat, I'll pay the bills. Is splitting the bill something you would?
But well, expected, yes. And it's an interesting question, because around here is not the expectation.
So everybody's.
So I wonder if, you know, it's a time thing whereby, if we were dating in Nigeria right now, do guys still feel like, oh, they are the ones responsible?
I'm sure guys still pay the bills in Nigeria.
Well, even when we were dating, I'm sure there were some times when we would just be like, okay, this is my treat.
So there will be time where you might even say, okay, I want to pay for it, but there was never a time we split it. I'm not sure even waiters.
No, people here they split though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure waiters in Nigeria know the idea of splitting.
They will look at the burger and say, Oga.
Oh boy. Some people here split actually. It's interesting.
But I think I would train, or well, maybe just encourage Kobe, train him really. I still want him to be a gentleman, to at least offer most of the time. Of course, also look out for a woman that once in a while would say, oh, I got it as well, let this treat on me, and not every day just chop, clean mouth. But I don't think my son should be the ones
every day. Where's your own $25?
not on my watch. Not
Oh
my
man,
word.
but it's interesting.
Yeah.
But again, I think probably in closing is let's be very clear on the responsibilities and expectations for dating versus marriage. If you're not married, you're not married. As simple as that. If you're dating, enjoy that phase, learn from that phase, get to know each other. Don't carry undue pressure. Don't begin to have arguments that married people should have. You know, because responsibilities come with a lot of pressure as well. You don't want to put those pressures on yourself. That's a dating phase. You just want to get to know each other. And if for whatever reason you begin to see signs, don't ignore them. They only get worse in marriage. They don't get any better. You know, if that responsibility you feel like it's weighing you down right now, you're ignoring your own family, your own personal needs, you're carrying someone else's load, you're paying for school fees for 3 children when you don't have any of your own. Ask yourself, really, do you want to begin to do this now? Or do you just want to make other decisions for yourself? But just be very clear on what you're signing up for. Because once you do it now, you keep doing it. That's the truth.
And if you want to do it as well, it's okay.
It's up to you.
But
if you have the capacity to do
mindful,
it, and just
know that it's a decision. Exactly,
yes.
Nobody's.
I mean, some people even train other people's children that they're not even dating actually. So it's not a big deal, but just be very clear. Just be very clear.
I think what I would add to that as well is also, I think you already said it, don't, apart from responsibilities, don't also do things that, you know, would create those responsibilities to even mature in the first place. Because how did you always say about when you get have the cow, like having the milk for free, like.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, but just carry yourself with elegance, with purpose, with dignity. When you are dating, like, be expensive. As a woman, you are a treasure. You are a rare jewel. Don't let any man be dictating what your needs or your wants are, and be a boss. Like, be independent. And as a guy as well, don't look for a woman that you, and I think some guys also like that idea of, oh, she's depending on me, I pay her. You know, it's not that cute.
If you being responsible for her is your sense of value, then you're probably getting it from a wrong place.
100%, because as you get married, you discover that being a husband, being a father, is not just about the finances. There's the spiritual covering, there's the emotional covering, there's just that groundness, that safety that you bring. A lot, you know, has more to do it than just how much you know that you bring to the table. So,
absolutely. And one of the things I think of is sometimes we think we are old school in our ways, but some of the values are worth keeping, and by God's grace, we'll pass on those values to our children. And as I said, that one of the questions I thought I'll ask you is, would you be okay with your children or your daughter or your son telling you, Mama, my girlfriend and I are going to Cancun, or we are going to Dominican Republic? Because this
I thought you wanted to say cohabiting.
No, not cohabiting. No, that one is different. No, that one is different. But as it, my ear are full. People will just come and tell you, oh, my boyfriend and I were in so place. We did a tour of Europe. I'm like, am I old school?
I feel like you're just I'm about to close. You're not through.
My dear, it came to my mind. I'm like, we shouldn't close without this one.
Well, I don't. No. Except if they are going as a group of friends.
Even if they are going as a group of friends,
you still say no.
As long as 2 of them are there. Because if you got a group of friends, they will make space for each other at some point.
Yeah, but if you can trust a group of friends that you can trust, and if you can trust your child, then because what's wrong between Cancun and here? If they are dating here,
no, the fact that they will spend, so if they go to Cancun, for instance, they'll be there for like a week or something.
And as I said, group of friends. So imagine.
Yeah, but the group of friends, they will know. They will soon be like hostel. And even
so the girls will get a room together. The guys will get a room.
That's
together.
what they tell you. They don't do it.
Even when we are as married people, so when you are out of country, you misbehave. You feel like nobody knows me here. But that's a tough one because it's also balancing the realities of the day.
I agree, which is why, and it's something that we would actually face when the time comes. But and it's something parents have to be very clear on, because it will sound very uncool. But if it's the right thing, then let's stick to it. Personally, I think it's the right thing. No is no. When you guys get married, travel to wherever you want to travel to. But as couple, I know your friends are doing, and you're absolutely right. It will not be an issue of, oh, there are 5 friends, they're all dating each other, and they all want to go, let's go on a couples, whatever, and you are saying no. Your children will feel bad. That's the truth. But unfortunately, it exposes you to
it's tough,
unnecessary temptations and things that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
So I think as much as we can, let us stick to those values. They might be old school, they might be cultural, they might be whatever, but they are still very, they are still very, and they're still very valid.
Yeah.
You know.
I think for that last question, I'm very interested in what you and you have to say. Please let us know what you think, particularly if you have older kids right now. We are still upcoming.
Yeah.
So quickly let us know. Quickly, drop your comments.
And let
us know how to deal with it when they ask us in a few years' time. So thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, of course, to our channel. If you haven't, it's free.
Yeah.
Just click the button.
I was about to say we do giveaways once.
Let's give it. But we will start. We'll start. Get us to 1K subscribers. Oh boy. Then we will start. Don't quote me. But yeah, it's always a pleasure having you. We are so grateful to each and every one of you, always coming back to our channel, watching our videos. And until the next one, bye for now.
Bye.